What's up, everybody? This is Charles, man. It is July 24th. Want to hop back on here, man, and kind of give you guys an update. 2 week, 2 weeks in Amazon FBA. My update, what's been going on, what I've been dealing with, how have I taken progressional steps to go forward in the business. A lot of things have transpired since my last video, since the first video. So I think it's important to do check-ins. 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, things like that. So if you guys watch my first couple of videos, you know that I'm not extremely new to the Amazon FBA process, but this is the first time I'm holding myself extremely accountable when it comes to trying to make this work, man. E-commerce is something that actually is I'm actually very fond of the idea. I like the idea of being able to work remote, make I don't know, make a lot of money, but make money, and kind of just have a little bit of freedom that way. So the first video I made was kind of introducing myself. Second video I made kind of went over Keepa, how I was reading that. Third and fourth video went over me just sourcing. And the good thing is, man, everything has kind of enhanced skill set wise since those videos has happened. So I want to kind of just dive into everything and give you guys an update. First and foremost, as you guys know, like I said in my first video, I work a 9 to 5, man. So it's extremely hard for me to before I got too deep into ordering products and things like that, I was just thinking about the systems, right? Like, man, how would I make this work? And I'm thinking, like, I work a 9 to 5, so I would not have a lot of time to prep these items. I get up at 6 to work, 9 o'clock, don't get off till 5, might not get home till about 5:36. On top of me sourcing, trying to make content, recording, document my journey, I'm like, it just wouldn't work out for me to have to worry about the prepping. And the way my mind works, man, I'm very like concise and clear. If my mind gets bombarded with, certain things that I'm not familiar with, it'll kind of cause me to drag my feet. So I'm like, I know that if I get a prep center, not number one, I don't have to worry about the items. So I know they'll be getting sent out, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And also, it'll allow me just to focus on strictly sourcing and making content of my journey. And that just kind of sounded way better to me, gave me a good feeling. So I went on a hunt, man, for about 3 days, 72 hours. Um, I went on a hunt for prep centers. I caught about 20 to 25 prep centers, man. And out of those 20 to 25, half of them told me they do not accept used sellers, which was surprising, but I understood, right? Anything that's abnormal to their process, they're going to be, kind of weary to veer off into that. So out of that half said they won't do it. Out of the other half, I just didn't get a good feeling about a lot of these prep centers, man. First and foremost, it's extremely hard to tell if a prep center has good reviews or not. So that was kind of confusing to me. Outside of that, I start just hammering those 10 or 12 prep centers, sending emails, kind of just seeing if I can get on the phone with someone. I talked to one prep center that I thought was going to be pretty good, man. They had a couple good reviews, but I just didn't get a good feeling. I reached out, reached out early in the morning, probably about 9 in the morning. He called me back, kind of told me, hey, I'm getting ready to go out of town in a few days. If you want to make this work, I'll send you a spreadsheet. I'll text you, fill out this job form, and we can get things rolling. I did my part, man, probably in about 30, 40 minutes. Filled everything out, got the Excel spreadsheet filled out, things like that. Reached out to him and said, hey, I know you're getting ready to go out of town. Is it possible that we can get this done? So that way I'll start getting items sent to you before you go out of town because you have employees there. And that way, once you get back, we can start rolling. Kind of gave me the idea that, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But he had to send me one final thing in order to make everything complete. So I followed up about 3 hours later and said, hey, man, just reaching out. Are we still good to go? You let me know, hey, I'm still out running around. I'll send it before the end of the night. And I work in corporate, so when you say you'll send it before the end of the night, I guess I just expect that. I shouldn't have expected that, but I did, and I didn't get a response. So that kind of, I'm like, man, you told me that you're going to do this. You could have easily just said, hey, I'm going out of town. I'm extremely busy. Maybe we should, kind of reconvene on this and circle back to this on Monday or when I get back from out of town, so that way we can get everything rolling. He didn't give me that response. Just following up, and for some reason my mic cuts out. I hate that, but just following up. And I followed up with him again. I didn't get a response, man. He kind of just went cold turkey on me. So I never heard anything back. So I kept going on the hunt, man. And I finally, after about 8 more calls, 8 more emails, I found a prep center that was willing to work with me. And the good thing is, I got a good feeling from these guys. They let me know, hey, we never really worked with any used sellers before, but we are willing to take that, not risk, but take the chance and kind of veer from our normal process and help you on the used side. And we had a 25, 30-minute conversation saying, hey, what do you expect from us? How would you like things done? How do you normally do things? And then let's see how we can come together and collide and collaborate and see how we make this work. And that kind of gave me a good feeling. So we sat on the phone. I told him, hey, I'm going to be sending about 95% used items. It's all similar to used. It's just new. You got, of course, you have a little bit more prepping as far as bubble wrap or things like that. He kind of gave me a price, and it worked out well, man. My thought process there was like, hey, I'm tax exempt, so I'm not paying sales tax. So that money that I would have been paying in sales tax, I'm just paying for prep. I don't know if that's how it works out, but in my mind, that's what I thought. Said, hey, instead of me paying sales tax, I'm tax exempt. I'll pay sales tax. I pay prepping fees, and it's perfectly fine. I think it'll work out. So that's the first thing I set up. Secondly, man, if you guys watch my third and fourth video, second, third, and fourth video, you'll see that I was kind of going through Keepa to do product research. And I'm still on my journey, but I've been trying to master product research, finding products to buy. And surprisingly, man, over time, these things have become much more easier. I'm sorry. And I found out that, like, usually I'll go through Keepa or I'll try to use a software, but the thing is, the method I've been finding the most success in is storefront stalking, and that's all I use now. I only use Keepa, and I use storefront stalking through my own methods to kind of find items. And surprisingly, now I'm starting to find a lot more items. Before it took me an hour or 2 hours to find a good deal. Now I'm finding good deals every 10, 15 minutes, and I'm finding multiple. So last night, I put my first test order in, man, where I bought about $500 worth of items. They're getting shipped straight to my prep center. It's about 9 or 10 items, and of course, I'm going to keep mine over the next few days. I got to go to spend a few grand this week, so I'm going to be doing that. Those items will be shipped in. I will be recording, letting you guys know once those things touch down and get into the prep center and they sell. I will be giving you guys an update on profit margins and things like that. I do expect about 30 to 35% ROI on those items, so that's a good thing there. And also when it comes to, like I said, the sourcing method, man, I've been finding an extreme amount of success when it comes to just storefront stalking. No softwares, strictly storefront stalking and things like that. So that's perfect. I will be making a video on how I do that. Prep center is set up. My Amazon seller storefront is set up. So from this point, I will be, of course, sourcing. And for some reason, my mic cuts out randomly. I don't know why that happens, but I will be sourcing more, man. I will be, buying more items. I feel like the name of the game here now is just, now I'm kind of getting an idea of how this thing works, man. The hardest thing you have to do is learn how to source. Once you learn how to source, it's just sourcing and capital. And those are the two things. I have the capital a little bit right now. So now it's just mastering the sourcing. I have a prep center, so I don't have to touch no items. They go straight to the prep center and we go in. So, if you guys are new to my channel, first video, this is my video, just kind of giving you an update 2 weeks in. I bought some items last night, like I said, and I will be buying more today. Prep center is ready to deliver those things. And we're going to get this thing rolling, man. Thanks for watching this video. I will have more videos coming out this week. If you haven't already, check out my previous videos. You kind of learn a little bit more about me. My first video is an introductory to who I am and and just my progress in this Amazon space. Second, third, and fourth video is all about sourcing, how I went through Keepa and things like that. Good thing is now I barely use Keepa to find an item, and I just kind of go off storefront stalking, which is a great method. I'll probably be making a video about doing that and how to do that. Definitely let me know if you guys have any ideas or problems when it comes to sourcing, so that way you can kind of just see from a beginner standpoint my thought process and how I go about doing it. I definitely would love to help you guys with that. Other than that, man, thanks for tuning in. subscribe to my channel, man. We definitely going to be posting our results, man, and just kind of going through this journey together. So that way, if you're new and you're looking to start Amazon FBA, you have a blueprint looking at my channel and saying, hey, this is exactly what's happening. This is exactly what, what's going on, what's transpiring. I think I can do it too. And that's kind of the goal here, especially networking with new people and experienced sellers, man. Reach out to me, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.